Hello, my name is Joe Jacob Mounter, and you're watching The Griot in Me. Well, first of all, I'm born in Canada, born in Montreal, raised in a place called Varennes, which is on the south shore of Montreal. Um, I'm born from parents from Haiti, both of my parents from Haiti that immigrated in uh, in 1970. So that's what it is. Because at the time there was a lot of insecurities with the Duvalier regime. The so my parents wanted a better life where they could raise a family and be secured and everything. You know, like being in Varennes, we were the only black family in this area at the point. There was us and another family, so we were only two families in the whole Varennes South Shore area. Uh, so it was very different. It was very hard, I would say, because there was behaviors that we did not understand. There was, we were always, um, people were always act different towards us, and we had no idea why. Because at the time, you know, as a kid, you don't know what is racism, and you don't have any knowledge of it. It's only when I grew up that's when I realized that okay, there's people that don't like us. I don't understand why. But when I grew up, that's when I understand it was because of the color of my skin. Um, but you know what? It gave me a certain sense where I needed to stand up for myself. I learned to stand up for myself very early. So there was a lot of times where you know we were not taking any BS from anybody, and that's why we were respected in the era that we lived. My father was always, you know, there to protect us and to, you know, um, to mentor us to, as young boys. Me and my brother, he would always, you know, tell us to look people in the eye. You know, when you shake someone's hand, give them a firm shake hand. You know, that shows your character, who you are. You know, little things like that. And growing up with my dad showed me a lot of things he gave me a lot of tools to navigate in this life. Well, when it comes to my professional background, I started in pharmacology, and then I went into, let's say today I'm doing a lot of business. We're talking about real estate. We're talking about art, visual art. I am a photographer, videographer, um, and I produce a lot of. I develop a lot of different shows. So that's what I work on. I write a lot and things like that. So that's what I do today. What I can tell the young generation is to develop a great work ethic. Actually, develop an insane work ethic, because where you don't have the talent, work ethic can compensate. So when you practice your eye, your visuals, you know, look at texture, look at colors, you know, different things, work on different projects. Don't only look at the money, because the money will come. Look at the work. Love the process of working. That's what the success, that to me, that is the success of everything. If you love what you do, you will not see it as a job, but you will see it as a lifestyle. Something that helped me a lot as a photographer, because I started as a photographer before jumping into videography, is that I traveled. And once I traveled, I started to meet new people, meet new content, meet new ways of thinking. That's what really shaped me into what I am today. When you have a conversation with someone and you ask the question, you're curious, you're learning, and that's the best way to develop your art. Be able to take a concept and translate it into a picture or translate it into a video. So I think that life is it's so rich that once you travel, you'll be able to you open your mind to so many different things. I learned very early in age to manage my budget, to how to conduct a budget. So, because when you have a goal, it's really easy to focus on your goal. So also it gave me as well. How can I say this? It gave me as well a path to follow and say, okay, I know that I'm working towards something. So I bought my first house a while ago. I was maybe 21, I think. And from that house, I learned how it worked, how to be able to take money from that house to buy me a second house. Those are things that people taught me. Again, as I was traveling, people taught me how to work in real estate. Not only in real estate here in Canada, but all over the world. So I work with business people, and what we do is we learn to develop different brands, different businesses. Like right now, I'm working on a new clothing line that I'm trying to put out. And those are things that, we meet people, we help them bring their business to fruition. So it's not only two lines of, because I believe that, as a black man, you need to have different type of stream of income. And I think that's something that we need to learn. We need to learn how to be financially independent. Because once you're financially independent, you don't depend on anybody to do what you want to do. Okay, my advice for young people is to start with something, with one thing, and get better at it. Be recognized by this thing. Like, if you want to be a photographer, be the best photographer that you can be. And then when you master that, go for a second, go for a third. And also don't be scared to dream. Dream big. Dream big. Because dreams can happen, but I realize that sometimes we don't dream big enough. Well, I really would like to take this opportunity to thank the Griot in me and this wonderful platform that's allowing Black people to express themselves in French and in English. I think that's amazing. That's something that we need in Canada, especially in Ottawa. So vraiment, je vous donne un grand respect, puis je lève mon chapeau à ce que vous faites présentement. So I just want to say I lift my hat off and thank you for this opportunity.